last, first last. You're back. What? 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 Ba bum bum ba na na bum. What? Bum 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 ba na na bum. Mmm. Ba na 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 dum. Ba na ding ding. Bam 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 bam. Objection. Your mom. Bum 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 bum. Objection. Bada bada bum. Ba bum bum ba da da dum. All right. Oh. Back for a bit. Why? Why are you back for a bit? Be gone! You gotta go to sleep, right? You're still trying to catch up to Pseudo. Still gonna take quite a bit, I think. Alright. It'll be soon. Bang, 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 bang. God damn. I'm getting real lazy with these YouTube pictures. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum. All right. It's been that many days since I've actually did a title up, picture upload. That's pretty crazy. Actually nuts. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Bezos is in here. Get yourself out of here, Bezos. We don't want you here. Go view somebody else's stream. So I finished that day. And now they sent me back over here. You're right about this chapter. This chapter's pretty damn long. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, you're going to sleep early today. I'm going to have a long stream today. Well, not a long one. Not a long one, but I will be. I'm going to go off for a bit, then come back on and stream. I'll probably be doing a little bit of the Godot stuff. And once we finish this, I'll do some stream management stuff.
I'm in too much pain to type.
Too much pain? What? Why is that? So sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. Well, we did what we had to in order to get him to the verdict he deserved.
My stomach is exploding.
Jesus. Why is your stomach exploding? What did you eat? Too many cabanos? 3. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for
Part 2.
Joe Dark killings. World War II Part 2? Oh, you mean not World War III there, right? Sounds like everyone heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was the prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. What did he have to do with the killings, Emma? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Oh, shit. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Oh, shit. That means you. Yes. I was a witness in Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Just a good storyteller. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall, so you weren't able to testify about that. No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? Prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started.
Boss's AI is different on one player.
Oh yeah? Go!
Maybe.
You know, that boss looks pretty clean.
I need to keep healing to survive the strong attack.
A wild Kaja has appeared. I just realized my avatar is still over there. Oh, okay. There we go. Attorney at law. We'll slap ourselves on the side. What's up, Kaja? The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Permanent picture. What did you see in the instant the crime occurred?
It feels like.
Kaja's doing good. How's living life in Vegas as a gambling machine? You get a lot of people pulling your lever? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. He scowled at you. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
Damn it, I got greedy before.
You're about to lose. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided when I grew up I'd become a scientific investigator. Them losing and you winning until you cop up a bunch of coins. To one single person. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. It's true, you get emptied out at the end of the day, Kaja. You feel like you're winning, but the casino wins in the end. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. Why did he run all the way to your sister's office? He takes some? He shits them out later. Into food, and then he eats it. Ew. Disgusting, Kaja. Because the detective's office and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. Okay, that's news. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
But I can't ruin my perfect number.
It is a perfect number. That's just how it works. Oh my god. Kaja's looking so happy. Lana used to be a detective. I better have another talk with her. Let's talk to Lana. Oh! Hey Lana, how you doing? Detention center visitors room. Damn, she just blinked into existence. We just blink once and bam, there she is. Jesus Christ, Lana. And she has that blank stare too. She's looking right at you, staring into your soul. Ready to devour the man inside. Lana. Mr. Wright. Seems like he's causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago? Complicit! No, you're complicit! What's up? And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. That's right, I have a right to be right as well. So you shut it and tell me everything. I don't know how you can do both at the same time, but good luck. Today's trial. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact that the matter is... Oh my god! No! Chico, chico, chico. Fruit salad. 5:15. There was no murder at the police department. Tell me if it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked on the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Emma really idolized her big sister. Boo, 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 boo. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? Like that's a step down. Detective, chief prosecutor. I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police.
That's an ugly-ass attorney Coco Sprite who made it LOL.
And arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. The man who said the very thing himself. I wonder who it is. It's the best thing ever, alright? So shut it. Maybe you should ask for more of this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Dark investigation. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detective's investigation, Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, the deputy chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. If you're back, I might come back. Alright. God damn, look at that. They got the force now. Now they're all up against each other. They were quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us? First one at the scene. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So you waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and then fled the room. You can't leave, Brad! Padger needs you to survive. We see he only eats bread. From there, you ran straight to the office shared by the Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where you found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw the bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. A coincidence, huh? Quite a coincidence. I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to the extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Oh shit. Music's ramping up. February 24th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. Chief Detective seems the same though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. Later? How about you smell yourself later? Let's go to the police department. February 24th, Police Department entrance. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera? You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? You should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. I think it was already dry. Say, where you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. That's right. Give me info. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. You know, I think that Dark and this guy are brothers. The serial killer that they found and the chief of police, I think they're brothers. They have the same eyes. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day of the SL9 incident took place. That wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning. By nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Mr. Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? They did something to him, too. The commissioner would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be obvious. They? What are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. The investigation led Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret? You don't start her 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There was one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. He's chugging it all down. There it goes. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Later, guy. Later, guy. He lost his brother. His passion led him to the little jail box. The little box of jail. The place was pretty empty, but today's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Oh, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and the Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. God damn it. Now I see Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head for the chief office. He's too busy playing Uno on his computer. We're fine. He won't know. Oh, Jesus. What kind of office is this? All right. February 24th, Police Department Chief Office. Chief's Office. Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out the pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. 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 I thought it was a genius until they tried to teach me. Teach me what? Oh, teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was. Why? I think that's... You're very far from a genius if you can't remember where C is. Hmm? Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean the one about forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. The thing is broken. Gant team picture added to the core record. The shield is broken. I'm just smiling there. He's staring. There we go. There it is. Look at those eyes. The same eyes as the murderer. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. At the same time, we'd like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Jesus. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we aren't welcome. Seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Gumshoe! Where's Gumshoe at? Gumshoe, I need you. February 24th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, pal. Hey, see, look, just call me. It arrived. Just like that. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you even ask? He's under fire from both police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. Why is he smiling about that? Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Miss Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. Well, why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lanaskaya is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe for making enemies. Hey Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seemed genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did he find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind him during his trial, the only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Yep, it was Emma. Me. Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was a girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Let's look. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Dark crimes. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal. He killed the man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who saw the second crime. Kid walked by then, so he killed him too. Then he was burying the bodies. A jogger came up to the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. God damn. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, the prosecutor marshal. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that witness wasn't killed. The last witness, aka Emma. Alright, let's show him the knife. Let's jog his memories. About this. Hey, is that... He has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe that would be the broken murder weapon you're speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in the locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, it suddenly disappeared from the locker and found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Quick. Why are you out of breath? This knife. This was Joe Dark, wasn't it? Joe Dark's. That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too. No one actually witnessed him using the murder weapon, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well anyway. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what it did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. Stabbed in the back, died from a punctured heart and lung. The knife tip was in the wound. How'd the knife break off into him? Goddamn. Okay, switchblade updated. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked, but we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Uh-oh, Gumshoe. Well, any detective ID card can unlock the door. What, really? If I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe's our only chance of getting into that office. Wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Well, there was a picture in there, right? Ba-ba. I show him the picture. Let me share a little advice to the detective. Oh. Okay. Wait. This vase. This is the one that broke. This was in the evidence as well. Unstable jar. Yep, that's it. About that jar. I think I've seen it before somewhere. Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives. This must be one of the most uninformative detectives I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me. Chief Gant? Where could I have seen that before? It was in the office. I'm showing you where you saw it. You asshole. How do I convince him? Not really sure. Do, 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 do. Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside court. Oh, come on. Help with the case, woman. Stop looking at me so stern. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. It's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect the dust inside, right? This has got to be related to the killing. Why is he hiding information on this? Why? I wonder why. Definitely weird. Here we go. February 24th, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. It must be where the detectives are. We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I gotta find all the answers by tomorrow. Yes. We need all the answers. Alright, let's see if this guy's here. Wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is. It looks like he's writing something. Here we go. What are you doing here? Sure was quick to throw the paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? Huh. I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer, Miss Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. He doesn't hide them very well. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right here. Distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. What? Letter of resignation. If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean. I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I have walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I have walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. It's a letter of resignation. I wonder if I could use it for anything. Woohoo! Letter of resignation put into a pocket. Yes! I know exactly what I can do with that. I could talk to Gumshoe with that. I could show it to Gumshoe. He's let us in the room. Oh, no. Don't let him quit. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and there's nothing I can do to erase the fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. That bond is broken. We stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. I mean, if the police are providing you the evidence, that feels pretty strong. So I don't know why you take the blame for that, to be honest. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Tomorrow's trial. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial, now this one? It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change the prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect was guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seemed strange about it. Yep. We'll show it to Edgy. Could you tell us again what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. Dun, dun, dun. So he was trying to make Edgeworth be there around the time of the murder. He's setting him up. Well, why? So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. That chief is so sussy. All right, let's show the picture. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. This picture was hanging on the wall for Chief Gant's office. The broken shield. Prosecutor Neil Marshall had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of the Prosecutor's trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind this design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. That's it? That's all you had to say? Okay. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard the story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake? Yep. Very well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Objection! Those claims contradict each other. Do you really have to do this? Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchants at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, so they both break, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. That's so, then why were you only given a shield? You have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd as part of the award abolished. Chief Gant. King of Prosecutors trophy updated in the court record. Alright, there we go. Oh, we're making some quick progress today. February 24th, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Excuse me? Oh no, get out of here. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Star, I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are a curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Ew. I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was. Due to transferal, this can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. The music got dramatic. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course they were led by the legendary duo. Lana. Deltarune Undertale category? Oh. What, was there some news? Lana and Chief Gant. After case closed. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Deltarune's not tomorrow. Oh shit. Is it today? Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while others were kept secret. You don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. Clearly not. You had a lot of false testimony in court. After the case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. It's in 3 seconds! Oh, no sleep for bread. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Being transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his proposition as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What, you mean... That's why Lana was transferred? If he could control chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than ingredients to create a fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I have been. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gann led the investigation with Lana and second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Oh. Your home country lies in a game, so that's easy for you. Your home country is Undertale. Or the one in Deltarune. They solved all kinds of cases, didn't they? Damon Gann's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence, you mean? Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Patriotism is forced in Polish schools. Ew. And if you're not a patriot, do they fail you? Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I think Jake I don't think Jake would have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Star. I said Mr. Star. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? You wait, huh? Mr. Wolf? Some work tests that greatly benefit if you have patriotic undertones. Ew. That's disgusting. February 24th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, you're back. You're still here. I gotta make 150 copies of those files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he meant desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene before the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Yep, there is. I got something for you, baby. I got something for you right here. Letter of resignation. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? Uh-oh. Look at him. No way! Mr. Edwards can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it. I made up my mind. But, here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook for another lost item with another lost item report. Look at me. There's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. It's in Polish culture. USA is definitely patriotic when I was in school, when I was younger. Like, I remember in elementary school, we had to pledge allegiance to the flag every single day at the start. It's like, you don't know what the hell's going on. Like, you just copy like a robot. And then you grow up, you're like, what the hell did they make us do? It's like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was like we had to do this every single day. At the start of school. The normal 90% of history class is all about Poland. 80% of science books we read are patriotic. All Polish holidays have special events. That's Fire Nation type shit. Yeah, we had to do that in school. And you know what? I think if Gamer's in the chat, I bet he had to do it too. That Gamer, I know he had to do it probably. He's probably old enough. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. It was like a little religious too. Yep. See, there it goes. He had to do it. He's always in the chat. He had to do the Pledge of Allegiance, right? That shit sucked. You think back on it, it's like, shit, what did they have us doing when we were young? And religion in Poland, don't get me started. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective, thank you. It felt like a cult. It did feel like a cult. But like when you're young, like, it's just part of the process, right? It's just part of school. You grow up, you're like, shit, that is like some serious cult behavior. Here we are. It's like, it's just forced patriotism. And it's like when you're young and you're growing up with it, you don't even think about it. Like, it doesn't feel wrong. Like, it's just another thing that you have to do. Just how it is. That's how they get kids when they're young. Catholicism is so popular in Poland. Not being Catholic is viewed as weird. Damn. I didn't realize until later. This is after. Yeah, it's like, and there's a lot of stuff like that too. Like, I didn't realize it until just now because, you know, you don't really think about that far. But you think back on it like, shit, wait. It makes you question, like, how many things when you were young were pretty messed up that you didn't realize until you're older, or you didn't even realize yet. There's probably even more. Not being Catholic is viewed as weird. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have the private schools, or the Catholic schools, that force religion on you. The Fire Nation. From Atla. Oh, I thought you were talking about Avatar. What the hell's Atla? Avatar the Last Airbender. Oh, yeah, that is Avatar. Okay. That's just regular public schools, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, public schools, we had to do that flag shit. Okay, here we go. Beep, beep, beep. We're in. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. We're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Cat Thief sucks. I hate it. It just feels like, it feels corrupt. It feels like a theme for a corrupt person. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. It's good at what it does. Extended listening is annoying. Yep. Yeah, it goes on quite long. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of you giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Gumshoe's about to become chief of police. That is the question, Bread. Only you can answer. Do you destroy your perfect number, or do you advance in the ranking? What's more worth it to you? Not if we're lucky. Come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. To beat a sandal. Imagine beating a sandal. Chief offices. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Alana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves as a warning to anyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told him himself at a New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. Donate 85? Are you gonna beat somebody else if you donate 85? I do have it so that the cheering and the donations to the stream are all permanent. It's a permanent leaderboard, so they never reset. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of it. It's always gonna be a permanent thing. So your ranking remains on the leaderboard. It's just an all-time one. It wasn't always all-time though, so I mean, that kind of sucks. But I did it fairly early, so I'll just do it that way. Why do I have somebody on the leaderboard? I don't even know who this is. Vec was from, I believe, when I was doing Outer Wilds, maybe? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, wait, no. I mean, it was when I was doing the, what is it? Which game was I playing at the time? I don't even remember now. He was just part of the hype train with Gamer. They had a hype train going. They both had like hype train leaders. I think he had the bit leader, and Gamer had the sub leader, the gift sub leader, or whatever it is. I don't know. He was only in here for a bit, then he just left. You had to ruin it one day anyway. Probably true. Well, you could always remain 420 until people brush you off the border. You can't even be seen at 420 anymore, which is possible. I don't even recognize one of these names on the list, though. I don't know who this mechanics person is, but they donated 30. Don't remember. Don't remember this. All right. Ever since Lana left, no one touched the desk. No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly any clues remaining. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came in here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. It's 421 now. You destroyed it. Thank you for the 1 bit. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. Oh my god, it's incrementing. 110.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Powers of 10.
Toast Blocker just donated 100 bits. Boom.
Thanks for the bits. And you just got called Toast Blocker by the time. I forgot I had that replacement word. It turns bread into toast, and it did it for the TTS as well for the thanking. That's hilarious. Oh my god. And that's staying that way too. Toast Blocker. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. Rest in peace, 111. 111. Thank you very much, Brad. It's greatly appreciated. It's the only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think? Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. This guy's fighting his inner demons. What the hell? Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. Unless you like odd numbers. What are you at now? Okay, it's evened out. 540. You're actually getting close to pseudo now. God damn. Thank you very much. It's not enough to beat pseudo. May as well hold on to it. You don't just let go of that. Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think.
Donate that much.
Maddie, I don't know. She just randomly donates a lot. That's not even all of it either. It's probably like another 1,000 on there, to be honest. That got missed.
Gonna give the 90 to DRUT.
To Deltarune Undertale? What's Drut? You don't think. Chief Gant. Might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant.
Anyways, I got 2% batter by.
You got 2% batter? That's still plenty of batter. Remember you got 1% and it never died? What do I think of him? But in case your phone dies, see you later. That's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again.
I need sleep.
Sleep you do need. Get some sleep. We're gonna examine the crime scene now. The broken vase from this room. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two. God damn it. He put a paper in his desk. Wonder what he's reading. Looks like list of evidence. List of evidence. Most cases. The list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case's name. That's exactly what the other guy said too, Edgeworth. Oh, the SL9 incident. Wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally they run twice as long. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. We have two halves of the list now? What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about the case. It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. It was ripped in half. There it is. It's the real deal, isn't it? The armor of these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ and now the armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone to this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh! Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Get out, guys. Don't know how scared that guy can be. Ooh, we got a vault. It's a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like the code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. Okay, we're gonna find a code. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. Not sure what will happen if we answer the wrong code. I better wait until I find something more definitive. Is it 7-digit number? Is it the one that's all sevens? How about we try entering my birthday? Geez, organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building. When the detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ear. So it's basically an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listened to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. Ah, is that why it takes him so long? Because he's thinking of how to respond in a situation, because he didn't know what they said. He's just assessing a response that would make the most sense. He's calculating. Hence the stare. The Gantt stare. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. Here's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey, this is when Lana and I went to the theme park. Gut pain. This is Lana's desk. Sure, it's tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Still looks like someone keeps it clean. Does Lana ever come back in here? No. Chief Gantt must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. Maybe the stuff legends were made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? This was taken on the day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of questioning the room and tried to kill Emma. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here, then went along with Chief Gantt to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. So you think? Yeah, for real. I would have never guessed either for him. Alright, so we know the 7-digit number, I think. Shall we open it up? It's all 7s. Safe. Alright, let's open it up. Let's open this baby up. Here we go. 7-digit number. Input number. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date. It's... No. I bet I do. Here goes nothing. All 7s. There it is. It's all 7s. His ID card. Bingo. Or his suspected ID card. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 7777777. Final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 77777? ID number? I think you are 17 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gantt's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? I do. Why would you not look inside? Come on. What we gotta do examine? Let's take a peek-see. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a shard from the broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? You know where you saw it. There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think Chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? Is that what was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. I think I make sense now. I think I know what happened. Gantt went in the room and unlocked the other guy's locker. The detective that died. He used the fingerprint from... I guess he pulled it off the pot or something? Or... got it on that fabric and then just used it to open it. Because it read it from the fabric. I don't know. He's a detective. He knows how to use fingerprints in a way that can benefit him, I'm sure. They look like pieces of evidence. So he opened it so the other guy can go into the locker. But why would he want all this to happen? Is he trying to erase the evidence? I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with the case, I'm afraid I just can't let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great, now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective. Da-na-na. Let's go back. Present. Locker. The lock can be opened without a fingerprint match. Besides, there's no reason for a murderer to touch his own locker. Hey, wasn't your locker the one with the blood on it, detective? The handprint of the real murderer, glove hand without any fingerprints. Shh! If they come to arrest me, you defend me, won't you? If that happens, you'd better do your own. You'll do better pleading with Edward. There you go. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when three of us put it back together. Those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Was this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of those shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, the fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Oh, he's breathing hard. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if this fits. Assemble. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here it goes. Boom boom ding 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 ding. There it is. Combine. There it is. There, it fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly, knowingly had a piece that's hid and safe in a jar. The jar hidden. In other words, he concealed the piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached. It's different from the others. There's a reddish line on it. Reddish line. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? They just realized the blood? That was a bit of a late realization. Alright, we need to go back. Let's get out of here. I think we're done in there, right? What the hell? Maybe we're not done in there. Maybe we're not. I guess there's another thing I need to do. Safe is the word. Okay. What else is in there? Is the evidence list? That's what Chief was reading before, wasn't it? You know, when we first came in here, yeah. Looks like he's been the right side of the form's been torn off. So Mr. Edwards' list really was only half the whole thing. Something else bugging me more than that. Now look at the back of the form, pal. The back? Look at the back of it. Oh my god. What the hell? Okay, I wonder what's this. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? Yeah. I can't make it out. I better be quiet. What do you mean can't make it out? Oh, no, it's nothing. Yes, that's her. The scene she saw. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. Jeez, this guy got a bunch of incriminating things in here. Why would he keep such incriminating evidence? It's like his little trophies. Alright. Can I go back to... Let's go back to, Edgy boy. Yeah, here we go. Let's present the other half of the list. Oops. We have so much evidence! Right, please. I'm a prosecutor in this case. Just... It doesn't matter. It's not about winning at this point. It's about finding the truth, right? Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very stylish manner. If it's shown my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Is there something else I need to show him? I wonder. Let's show him a few things. This picture is hanging on the wall of Chief Gant's office. Yeah, we showed him this one. Oh no. Yeah, so we heard the contradiction story. Okay, stop. Okay, skip that one. Alright, let's move. Let's go back to the... I feel like we have to do whatever else inside. The police department, probably. Oops, in the wrong place. Okay, move to Chief's office. Jeez. There's so much jumping around. Oh. Stay positive. Ensol 9 is... I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of injustice. For one, I ain't buying it, pal. You looking at that case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, the serial killer's on the loose. Ilana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dark was guilty. Okay. Skip that one. Oh. Can't believe Officer Marshall. Of course I do. He's like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus. Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Maybe you ought to trade places with him. Feel a lot better now that the jar's clean, but only raised another question. What was the other piece doing in the chief's safe? More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Is that what safes are for anyway? I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. Yes, I think so too. No locker can be opened without a finger match. Besides, there's no reason for a murderer to touch his own locker. Alright, yep, that one. Wait, can we investigate this one again? Okay, let's just investigate it, I guess. Hey, look here, it's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. The piece that she has is different, though. Bloodstains on the other pieces are just spots. This one's a line. That is odd. Okay, we got a bottomless one. Alright, nothing else about this stands out. Okay. Stay positive. No. Wait a second. I don't think I ever did this. SL911. Another piece of evidence from the case. You know, I never did care what the word tag is. Oh no. Okay. Jokes. They got jokes. Wait. Wait. I forgot the most important thing. I forgot to spray the room. There we go. Let's spray the room. Examine. Give me the spray. Here we go. This is probably what I'm missing. There it is. The blood. This area must have been covered in blood. This is from that incident? It must be. When prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. 2 years have passed since this reaction's kind of dull. So murder really did take place here. Spray around just a little bit. Okay. Piano looks clean. No heads smashed. This guy's desk is also clean. Alright. No clues here. Where else can we go? I'm not sure what else we can do now. I'm hitting a stop again. Present. Okay, she doesn't want me to talk about evidence. Okay. She doesn't want it either. Attorneys and prosecutors. Okay, blah, 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 blah. This one. Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence to court. It's taboo. God damn it, Lana. Oh, we have a lot of dialogue already. I don't have anything else to tell you. The star. I don't think there's anything more. Wait. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. You asshole. This shot's pretty fragile. Looks like it's about to break apart. What are you even about to? It's already broken. I meant again. You just found Detective Goodman's evidence locker. That means it's someone related to that other incident. Oh my god, we've hit a stopping point again. What else do we have to do? How do we... Are we able to do dusting somehow? Maybe we could do dusting. Not really sure. It's gonna play this goddamn music again. Dusting would be the only other thing I would imagine we need to do in here. I don't know how to do dusting. Uh-oh. Covers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprints file. How would I do dusting? Maybe I can present it? That's a gumshoe. I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, detective. Oh, I should be able to just do it. Like, I don't know why it doesn't let me just use it. Bam. Okay. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth found in the safe. Oh, heh. I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Oh, that's right. That was other evidence he was holding. God damn it. Sheesh, where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check the prints. Take the powder on the cloth. Then once they've been absorbed in the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told this a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. I'm giving my best shot. Doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Alright, let's try a different finger then. Maybe this one? Oh, that one looks pretty good. Yep, and this is gonna be the detective. The one that died. What am I missing? Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Oh! There we go. Alright, and it's this guy. It should be this guy. Wait, it's not? It's not that guy. I thought it would be Goodman for sure. There it is. Emma Sky. Emma's fingerprint? What the hell? Why does he have Emma's fingerprint? Match found. No, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints are they, huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clean enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Psst. Hey, you, over here. What's going on here? Why are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Piece of cloth folded and added to the court record. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat. Yee, Chief Kent. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Right then, I thought of a certain detective. You mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir, sorry. Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But sir... Now get out. Yes, sir. We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you. The one without the spiky hair. Don't go out yet. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. Mr. Wright. Uh-oh. Look, pal, if I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaky in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew I'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Why was she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, you listening to me? I'm going to try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal. Good luck with that. We're going to have to get this guy fired. You'll be fine. Gumshoe. You'll be chief detective. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'd be busy for the rest of the day. February 24th, Detention Center Visitor's Room. Alright, we're going to save here. I'm probably going to get my daughter ready for daycare. I'll come back on and do some Godot things. Like an hour or so. Maybe. We'll see. But I'll probably do a little Godot today. A little Godot. Alright. Let's do a raid. Where are we going? We'll do a hypnotic. Yep. Alright, be back in an hour-ish. Ish. Unless I go to the gym for a little bit, we'll see. Alright, later.